question.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Keashia Wester. I'm a personal trainer, a yoga instructor. I teach spin. I teach pretty much every class out there. You name it, I've done it. How did I get into the fitness industry? I started working out when I was 18, and I very quickly got results. And I became a trainer when I was 21. Started competing and winning competitions. And I just fell in love with challenging myself and pushing myself and seeing what my body could do. And I wanted to help other people do it, so I became a trainer. Classic, everybody, it's a classic story of how everyone becomes a trainer.
So how many shows did you end up doing?
I competed for about 7 years, so usually about 1 to 3 shows a year.
Oh.
I started in figure, and then my body started putting on more and more muscle, and then I went into a different category that opened up more recently called women's physique. So it's more of like a classic bodybuilding category. And I did the first show that came out in 2012 and went straight from BCs to nationals and won my pro card.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite part of competing, and what was the least favorite thing that you had to do for the competitions?
Favorite part of competing would be having abs and being lean. Least favorite part would be eating really small portions of food and pushing yourself to go to the gym when you're really, really tired.
Okay. If you had to give one piece of advice for someone who's kind of interested in doing their first show, what would it be?
My best piece of advice would be to love your body first before you do a competition. Because if you don't love your body first, then you're gonna have a really hard time loving your body after the competition. You gotta be in the right headspace for it. I think that it can sometimes do more harm than good. So yeah, you gotta be in the right headspace for it.
What do you believe in when it comes to fitness and health, and why?
Balance.
Balance, okay.
Balance is probably the biggest thing I believe in. My philosophies and modalities have changed so much over the years with different coaches I had. It was always that that mentality of do what it takes, you know what I mean? So I think over the years I've learned that the best way to stay in the fitness industry or just stay fit and healthy is balance. Balance with food, balance with life, balance with having drinks, enjoying social times, and balance with your training, not overdoing it.
What's your morning ritual currently? What do you do in the first hour to 2 hours of your day?
Meditate.
Meditate, okay.
Yes. Usually for at least 5 minutes meditate. Sometimes stretching, but usually I don't have much time now that I have a baby, so it's boom, 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 get up. Sometimes I leave the house and forget to brush my teeth. That's more recent. But yeah, meditate I think is one of the most important things I can do to just kind of get my mind on the right track for the morning, and then it's go time as soon as my feet hit the floor.
So what got you into meditation?
Yoga.
Okay.
Yoga. Everyone that knows me knows I'm pretty energetic, and I'm always talking fast and moving fast, so yoga just slowed me down a little bit and made me be more mindful, and it just helps me just kind of process life and all the different situations that get thrown at me.
If someone was trying to get into meditation but thinks it's kind of hokey, what kind of advice would you give them?
I think training is like a meditation almost, right? You have to stop, you have to focus your mind, so don't overthink it and don't think that you have to think about nothing. It's just really focusing your attention on something. I think people think they have to go to this crazy place where it's puppies and rainbows and all this. I don't know what they think, but it's not. It's really simple. Yoga is a moving meditation. I think weight training is almost a form of meditation. So just keep it simple.
Now that you have a child, how much has your life changed in fitness and balance, like you mentioned before?
Oh, it definitely has. I still get my workouts in, I still prep my food, I still do all the things that I did before. It's just I might go to the gym 4 days a week instead of 6, and that's okay. Sometimes I might skip a meal and I don't beat myself up over it or whatever, right? It's just, she comes first, but I make sure that my health is up there on the top priority.
Okay. What kind of advice would you give to mothers that are trying to make fitness a priority but are kind of falling off the wagon?
I think moms often will put themselves last, and I think that but then there's like resentment that gets built up over it. So I think it's important to just take like an hour or half an hour or whatever you can for yourself, whether that be meditation, go for a walk, go to the gym, do something for yourself.
Okay.
And I think that it'll make you a better mother, a better wife, and just a better person.
What obsessions or hobbies do you explore during the weekends?
Obsessions or hobbies?
Yeah.
Honestly, the weekends are usually family time.
Yeah.
That would be my obsession on the weekend. I go pretty hard throughout the week, so I just like to relax and do as little as possible on the weekend.
Is there a quote you live by or think about constantly?
One of my favorite quotes is, "Go confidently in the directions of your dreams and live the life you have imagined."
Nice. Where did you get that from?
I don't know where I stole it from a long time ago.
What do you think is the worst advice, in your opinion, that's dispensed in the fitness industry?
Don't eat carbs. Don't eat carbs, don't eat fat. Oh God, I could go on and on.
Yeah.
There's so many, right?
Yeah.
There's bro science, lots of it.
If you had to put something on a giant billboard where everyone would drive by and see it, what would it say?
The first thing that pops into my mind would be basically something along the lines of, what you think about, you bring about.
What are you struggling with currently? Because I find people look at coaches like these perfect human beings that have figured out life. So what are you struggling with?
That's a really good question, actually. I think my biggest struggle right now would be comparing myself to where I was before I gave birth or before I got pregnant, like from a fitness level or from a body level. I think I put a lot of pressure on myself, like after I had the baby, thinking I had to like bounce back or people wouldn't respect me or I wouldn't be relevant in the fitness industry. But I've come a long way since I've had her. She's 13 months old now, so I think that it's all part of the journey, and it helps me to relate more to my clients, and we're not perfect.
Yeah.
We are nowhere near perfect.